What's up, everyone? You already know who I am. I'm the Ultimate Gamer. I am your typical 23-year-old who has a passion for video games, music, and professional football. And for today, I'm going to be talking to you about some of my favorite video game series that I personally grew up with when I was a child, old and new. There are no in particular order. So if you guys really enjoyed this video and like what you heard, please smack that like button. Comments would be optional. Doesn't really matter. And as always, to subscribe, try to help me spread the word up to my YouTube channel. And without further ado, ladies and germs, to my fellow subscribers, let's get on to the video. Now, before I start at the end of this video, this topic is going to be for old consoles and for the old generation and for the new generation. If I somehow stumble on any of them, I sincerely apologize. I am not the best talker out there on YouTube. It is what it is. Video game is what I love doing. It is my passion to do so. I am here to create another video for you guys, and let's get on started with this video. So the first thing comes in mind is Final Fantasy, and my favorite Final Fantasy game is 6. Favorite Final Fantasy character is Sephiroth. Next is the Tekken series. I'm a huge fan. Best fighter in my opinion. Favorite character is Jin Kazuma. Also like Liang Xiaoyu, Lily Bosconovich, Keen, Armor Keen, Yoshimitsu, Lars, Alisa, Orger, Unknown. I can name them on, but there's Tekken. Next is Resident Evil. Some of you already may know, but I'm the biggest Resident Evil fan that you'll ever meet. I played the comic, I read the comics, I saw the movies. Would like to get into the novel sometime, and played all the Resident Evil games. When it comes to favorite, I'm gonna have to pick with Resident Evil 2 and also Resident Evil 6. Favorite Resident Evil characters are Chris Redfield, Ada Wong, Leon Kennedy, Albert Wesker, Hunk, Nemesis, and William Birkin. Next is Deus Ex. One of the best. I want to describe Deus Ex as an open world game. It is more of a action. It's more action. More. Yeah, I would say it's an action game. Of course, Adam Jensen is another character who I personally love. I like all the Deus Ex games, but if I had to pick a favorite, probably the original on the PC, and that one was by far the best one that was ever came out. Is really good game. Next is Assassin's Creed. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. It's currently my favorite series of this generation. And when it comes to a favorite character, I don't know because they're all great. Personally, I love Ezio on Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. You know, he's in his mid 20s, early 30s. He's a little bit more mature. He's not a womanizer like he is on the second Assassin's Creed, but you really get to learn more about his ancestors and learn more about his past from Assassin's Creed 2. And then once he's in Brotherhood, you get to learn more about the Brotherhood. You get to recruit courtesans and thieves, and it's just a great action open world game. And multiplayer is first introduced in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Highly recommended for fans who play the original or who is wanting to experience something new. Next is the Devil May Cry series. I love Devil May Cry. It is my third favorite series in my top 10 favorite game series of all time. Favorite Devil May Cry game is the first one. And if I had to pick a favorite Devil May Cry character, probably Virgil from Devil May Cry 3. He is Dante's brother. He's half Nephilim, which is half human and half devil. They share the same blood as Sparta, which is aka their father. Spoiler if you guys haven't even played the game. It is developed by Capcom, and it is a great game. Highly recommend for fans who are into action hack and slash games. You can pick up the HD collection for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 for dirt cheap. I think it's $16, and you can get Devil May Cry 4 and also the latest DMC Devil May Cry. And then the next one we have is Silent Hill. Silent Hill is a survival horror game developed by Konami, who are also responsible for Metal Gear Solid and Zone of the Enders. When it comes to favorite Silent Hill game, I gotta definitely pick Silent Hill 2. It is one of the best Silent Hill games that's ever been made. Great storyline, great music. so much emotion behind James's character. Um, I don't really want to spoil it for you guys, but if you're really into survival horror, something that's a little bit repetitive, something that's challenging and has a lots of puzzles, definitely check that game out. And of course, Pyramid Head is first introduced into Silent Hill 2, who is one of the most iconic, most interesting evil villain character from video game that I've probably seen in recent memory. Definitely, he's also definitely one of my favorites, and I would highly recommend it. Next we have is Metal Gear Solid. I wasn't really a big fan of Metal Gear Solid until the second one, which is Sons of Liberty on the PlayStation 2. I did play the previous. I did play 1, 2, 3, Peace Walker, 4, and then Metal Gear Rise of Revengeance. If I had to pick a favorite, I'd probably have to say the third one, which is Snake Eater. Because Solid Snake, of course, he's the protagonist of the game. It's epic story. Soundtrack is great. Voice acting is pretty good. I do love Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. However, Raiden is a complete badass. He is one of the badass characters I've seen in the series for Metal Gear Solid, and the music has always been good. But either Metal Gear Solid 3 or Metal Gear Rising Revengeance would be my favorite Metal Gear games. Next we have is Crash Bandicoot, developed by Naughty Dog. I love Crash Bandicoot, not the newer ones that came out after the second one for PS2. That one sucked ass. But personally, my favorite Crash Bandicoot game is Crash Bandicoot 2: Cortex Strikes Back, and favorite Crash Bandicoot character would probably have to be either Tiny Tiger or Dr. Neo Cortex. But either one, great games. If you have not played Crash Bandicoot, I suggest you play the game. You can find it on PlayStation Network. You can find Crash Bandicoot 1, Cortex Strikes Back, and Wrath of Cortex on the PlayStation Network. I'm sorry, not Wrath of Cortex, but also Warped. You can find them on PlayStation Network. They are usually for about $5-6, and they are great good games. Next is Armored Core. Great game. All the Armored Cores are good except for 5. I heard Armored Core 5 wasn't as good. I heard the online servers was lagging, and some of the customizations and the online play has been broken, and the servers have just been not as great. But when it comes to the best Armored Core, definitely choose Master Arena. It is one of the best Armored Core games out of any Armored Core game. Memorable music, memorable boss fights, epic scenes. The story is phenomenal. Highly recommend it if you're into mech games, and also if you wanted to have a great single player campaign like Armored Core Master Arena. And Nine Ball is a kick-ass villain. Definitely, he's one of my top 10 favorite villains of all time. It is a great game. Next is Sonic. I grew up playing Sonic. Sonic and Knuckles was the very first Sonic game that I've ever played, but I do love the hell out of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 battle featuring the Bile Lizard. Sonic, I never really got a chance to play much of Sonic CD. Heard it was okay, but the new Sonics, like the 2006 version, sucked. And the Sonic and the Tale of Two Rings, or whatever it's called on the Wii, heard that wasn't that good. Stick with the original Sonics. Favorite Sonic character, however, is Shadow. Shadow's my favorite Sonic character, but I do respect Knuckles and Tails and Amy and Rose from Sonic Heroes. If I pick a Sonic game, I highly recommend getting Sonic and Knuckles 2 or 3. Fantastic games. One of the greatest Sonic games that's ever came out. I highly recommend it. Next is Ratchet and Clank. Great action platformer. It is developed by Insomniac, who is also responsible for the Resistance Fall Man series. Ratchet and Clank is an action platformer. Has very funny humor. It has a great soundtrack. Interesting story, especially the first two, Ratchet and Clank and Going Commando. And Going Commando is what I would recommend playing. The music is very good. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Futurama, for example. For any fans of Futurama, the music from Ratchet and Clank Going Commando was kind of similar to that. Of course, my favorite Ratchet and Clank character is Captain Quark, because he's a super intergalactic superhero who is saving the world, defeating villains at Megacorp. um, that's a very, very, very good game. Highly recommend it, and it's fun for all ages. Next we have is Jak and Daxter. I love the hell out of Jak and Daxter, and it's another company by Naughty Dog. All three Jak games are fantastic. Jak X Combat Racing was good too, but The Last Frontier, the newest one, sucked. If I had to pick a favorite Jak game, I'd probably choose the second one. Is the first one to feature Jak as more of a mature character. He's also filled with Dark Eco, and you're responsible to find out who was responsible for putting Dark Eco. His name is Baron Praxis, and then throughout the game, you get to choose 4 new weapons, such as the Blaster, the Peacemaker, the Vulcan Barrel, and the other gun I can't remember mention. Sorry, it's been a long time. Jak 2, definitely check it out. It is a great game, and it's PlayStation exclusive only. So sorry, Xbox owners, you are out of luck. Next, we have a Sly Cooper, made by Sucker Punch, who was a developer right over here in Seattle. Sly Cooper is an action adventure game featuring Sly and Bentley and Murray. Favorite Sly game is definitely the second one. Again, it's like Ratchet and Clank, but more cartoonish. It's more about timing, more about, I don't know. There's something about that game that makes it really good. It's hard to explain, but I really seem to enjoy the Sly Cooper games, and highly recommend the Sly Cooper collection. And definitely the second one's my favorite, and Bentley is my favorite character in Sly Cooper. Next we have is the Elder Scrolls series. I love the series, especially Morrowind. Morrowind is definitely my favorite Elder Scrolls game of all time. Great soundtrack, great character customizations, great character races. The open world environment in the game is truly spectacular. It is absolutely beautiful. You can see the scenery from the townhouses to waterfall creeks to rivers to old lodges. It got it all, and Bethesda did an incredible job making Oblivion and Skyrim, and hoping to know if there will be another Elder Scrolls game, because I would love to see one in the works for next generation consoles. So I would love to see it happen. And then another one we got is Tomb Raider. I love Tomb Raider series. Lara Croft is one of the most iconic female protagonists of all time. She is a total badass. I respect her. She is a phenomenal character. I actually had the Tomb Raider 2013 version of the game. Her was fantastic. It is still unwrapped, unfortunately, but I have an unboxing for this video, so if you guys want to check that out, it is under my videos on my channel. And what can I say? It's Lara Croft. She's pretty badass. That's all I gotta say. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I like a lot of series too. Like, I like Need for Speed. I like Killzone. Pretty much older games, really. Parasite Eve, Xenogears, Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat. It's a great fighter. I can't forget about Mortal Kombat. It's a great game. I like Soul Calibur series, especially Soul Calibur 3 as the best one. I like Hitman series. Contracts is my favorite Hitman game. I like the Warhammer series. I love XCOM. I don't know, guys. It's pretty much all the games I can name of. If you guys have any more suggestions of what series that I should look into, or if you guys have a favorite video game series that you personally like, leave in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please smack that like button. Comments will be optional or be appreciated, and as always, to subscribe. Help me spread the word right here on YouTube. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'm the Ultimate Gamer, and sorry it's been a while. I haven't made the last video. I've been pretty busy lately, going to Montana with my grandparents for about a week, getting a new PlayStation 3 soon, so that would be great. And as always, I'm the Ultimate Gamer. I'm the Ultimate Gamer, and be on the lookout for more videos right here on my YouTube channel. And as always, stay gaming, my friends.